Hello everybody and welcome to this guide and tutorial for the golden shot. Difficulty level is hard and I'm going to give you 9 shots with the various type of wins showing you how to play in this golden shot. What is the golden shot? The golden shot is a free in-game game in the game. Oh, very weird to explain it in that way. But you do get one free shot. Doesn't matter what level you're playing on, you will get one free shot. Spend it wisely. Watch the guide before you take it, because you might going to be able to upgrade the club that you want, or maybe just improve when it comes to getting the berserkers. It's sunny here, that's why you can see me being so weird in my face. But before we start, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, be a sub. Also, if you do like the content in this video, hit the thumbs up button as well, please. Also, check out patreon.com/golfclashtommy if you do want to have a training session with me, or that you do want to get any of the Tech Sky packages, either for the tournament or for the regular tour play. So, we're gonna take a look here. What course are we going to play? We're going to play hole number 3 from the Maple Bay, hole number 3 in the tournament as well. And we're going to play with a long iron. Even though it's not written out here, you're going to see me play with the long iron every single time in the video. And you can see with adjustment, you do have it down below. I'm gonna come to that as well. We're gonna take a look here. We're gonna go in here and see what can we win in the golden shot. So, we do have, as the hole-in-one, we have the obsidian chest. We do have the amber chest as the yellow one, crimson chest as the red one, aqua chest as the light blue chest, and cobalt chest as the dark blue chest. Press the question mark and you will get frequently asked question for the golden shot. Also, gonna play, as I said, with the golden long iron, has an accuracy of 66. With the golden ball, which has side spin 2 and a power 1. So we're gonna take a little bit closer look now on the adjustment that I'm going to work with before we're going to roll the video with the 9 shot. I'm going to play it in medium distance with a 20% over adjustment. That is downhill. When we over adjust, we always play downhill, which means that the ball is going to be affected more by the wind. And if you aren't familiar with the terms of medium distance and stuff, you can only focus on the part that it says 1.75 per ring. That has everything included. So let's say if you have, what can we take as an example, 3.5 mile per hour in wind, you're going to adjust 2 rings. If you do have 5.3 in wind, you're going to adjust 3 rings, for an example. So use that 1.75 per ring. So it's, and just to make it very, very clear, it's not medium distance with a 20% over adjustment plus 1.75 per ring. It's either one of them. It's just written out in 2 different explanations for everyone to understand. So, and now we're gonna take a look at the landing position here. So you can see that I'm using the red ring by the rough to the right there, not completely to the top of the rough, but the top right corner of the red ring should be to the rough there on the right, with, as you can see there, with approximately half of the 4th ring, the invincible ring or whatever we can call it, in the sand. Don't pay that much attention to the ball guideline, because here I've added spin, which is not going to give us the general ball guideline that we have without spin. But take a very close look to the landing position, because that is a big key. I'm going to come to that in the end of the video as well. So let's go. Shot number 1. We do have some tailwind here, and have in mind when we do play here, we're going to play this one always with max side spin to right, no matter what type of wind we're going to have. I play this one around 2.5 bar backspin with, once again, max side spin to the right here. Changing around to 2 bars of backspin, because 2.5 seems a little bit too hot here. Then we're going to adjust for the 5.2, which is going to be slightly less than 3. Also, when it comes to here, when we do have wind left to right, we are never going to use any curl. Never. Because then the wind is going to help us, give us that little push that we do need. Coming in very, very close here, just missing the hole on the left side there. getting the right ring. And that, you know, that's a good start. Like, it's a good start to get the first shot in that way. So, Firefly cards, Thorn, Berserker. And then we're going to have 5.4, and we're going to have 5.4 with wind to the other direction. And you can see I'm using slightly less backspin now just because we do have some headwind to adjust for. Max side spin right, but now we also need to apply some curl. The reason we're going to apply curl is because we do want the ball to hit with a slight coming in from left to right. So then we cannot play just a regular shot, as now we're going to be pushed more to the left, and we're going to therefore miss left side. You can see I'm using half a ball of curl with this type of wind. And with half a ball of curl, I mean half a ball of the ball outside the adjustment ring to the right. We're coming in nicely, but still a little bit too much curl. We could take away a little bit, but still good speed. That's good. And then that is something that we can definitely work with. So, now we're going to play shot number 3. Now we do have some headwind, so... And here, once again, we're going to tweak the backspin a little bit here and play with only one bar, as you can see here. And one bar is going to be a little bit too much. A little bit too little. But now you can also see that we do have some slight wind that is coming in left to right, even though we have most headwind with this adjustment. And then we're still going to go with a tiny bit of curl to the right, not much. You can see I'm just inside the adjustment ring there with most of my ball. So just a tiny bit of curl, and we're gonna come in very nicely. But you can see we're coming in a little bit too hot, and when it comes to the golden shot, we need to be as close as possible, and that is the hard part. Even though we missed it very slightly on the left side, we do want it to stay at least where the yellow ring is. Otherwise, we're just going to get out the rings. Come on now, Tommy! Now, left to right crosswind, and now I'm going to, there is no tailwind, no headwind whatsoever, so this is a straight crosswind in my book. Max side spin right, 2 bars of backspin, and once again I'm not going to go and change the side spin to the right in any form, always max side spin to the right. And now I'm going to adjust it for 3.2 rings. We're getting very close to hole in one here now, so hopefully we can make that happen. Come on! Wait, the perfect. As you can see there, 2 bars of backspin, max side spin. We're coming in, and we roll, get in! No! And we just roll off the yellow ring. Oh my god, so close. So close. But I will take it. I will take it. So, but now we are close. You can see no curl because we did have wind left to right. So important. It doesn't matter if we just have a little bit of left to right wind. We're not going to go with curl if we do have left to right wind. Only if we do have right to left wind. Now we do have, so 7.6. That's a pretty strong one here. So the thing that I'm doing here is I'm going to max side spin, and I'm using 2 bars and a smidge of backspin. I'm not saying 2.5, like 2.1 in backspin. I know we cannot really like judge or like what is 2.1 in backspin, but we do just to give it a little smidge there, because otherwise we're going to come in hot with this type of wind here. Coming in very nicely, bro. Oh my god, so close and still a little bit hot here. I'm like, what? Okay, now we do have some tailwind. So, and tailwind is still going to be like tailwind, but you know, in my book, tailwind would be like, okay, now we maybe should be going with 2.5 because we have tailwind more in this, but no, we're just going to go 2 and a smidge with tailwind as well. If we're not having like 7 in straight tailwind, going to play with more, but I'm going to take that in the end. So here we're going to play this one 2.8, 2.9 rings, 3.1, 3.2 rings approximately. Tiny bit of curl, as you can see, the wind hour going slightly right to left. We bounce there, we come here, roll. Oh my god. So close there as well, but we took the amber chest here. Now it's time for us to really use the knowledge we have learned here in the video to get that hole-in-one. We do get, oh boom, apocalypse card, 8 of them, there we go. But most and the best thing, the berserkers, that's so important. So now we do have once again a little bit of tailwind here. I'm going to go with the max side spin and 2 and a smidge in backspin. And using the landing position with the red ring, or like the top of the red ring corner by the rough there on the right. And now we're going to adjust this one for, like, this would be 2.9. Max side spin once again. And a tiny bit of curl as we do have wind pointing right to left. Coming in very nicely here, and it's going to roll, and still short! Okay. I need to take away that smidge. When we do have some crosswind, only use it in tailwind. That need to do the trick. That must do the trick. So that is what I'm going to do. Headwind, 5.0 in headwind. You can see that I do have a tiny bit of wind, like of the wind coming in left to right a little bit there. So I'm going to use 1.5 bars backspin, max side spin to the right. Adjust for medium distance with a 20% over adjustment, which is going to give us 2.8 rings. And then we're going to hit it perfect. No curl whatsoever, even though we just have a tiny bit of wind coming in from left to right, but then we are not going to use any curl, then we're just going to rely on the wind. Roll, drop, yes, boom, there we go, we got that hole-in-one there in the end. So now we are on fire there, being very close, so we did definitely deserve that obsidian chest and that hole-in-one. So last shot, can we get a double hole-in-one to clear all the 5 shots out here? Come on, 5.7 with a little bit more crosswind to the right here. So the thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to use 1.25, like half of 1.25 bars of backspin there. With max side spin to the right as normal. No curl. So the thing that I do want to take away here with this type of wind is not go with a full 1.5 bar backspin, because then we could like face it like 50% of the time for the last shot that we made. We could have definitely gone short because it was so close to stay on the lip there. So hit it perfect. Coming in here, it rolls, good speed. Get in the hole. So with a double hole-in-one, we end up this golden shot for hole number 3 of the Maple Bay, coming from the Winter Major tournament. You know, I'm going to summarize the adjustment here for you. The thing that we're going to do first and foremost, tailwind. When you do have tailwind, you go with 2, like straight tailwind now. 2 and a smidge in backspin. Max side spin to the right every time. No curl with that adjustment. When we do have crosswind, we're going to go with 2 bars of a backspin and then a little bit less. So 1.8 bars of backspin approximately. Max side spin to the right. Always. Then we're going to go with no curl if the wind is left to right. If the wind is right to left, we're going to use approximately 1/3 of the ball outside the adjustment ring to the right. If we then do have headwind, we're going to play that one with 1.2, 1.3 bars of backspin, max side spin to the right, and then we're going to go with no curl if the wind is pointing some slight, what can I say, to the right. If the wind is pointing some slight to the left with headwind, then we're going to go with the ball just inside the adjustment ring, but still some curl. That's the same if we do have tailwind, like in between tailwind and crosswind, but the wind is pointing a little bit more to the left, then we're going to go with some curl. If the wind is pointing a little bit to the right, go with no curl. So, gonna take a look at the landing position here again. We're using the red ring in every shot. The top right corner of the red ring by the edge there of the rough, with the fourth ring halfway down approximately into the sand. I really hope that this guide is going to help you to achieve your goal with the golden shot. Let me know in the comment section what you got in your chest, and also what chest you got, and if this guide did help you get there or not. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and good luck in the golden shot.